It's sponsored by Luden's Cough Chops.
Whoa, well of a
Whoa.
tale. It's about your mom. Somewhere underwater.
Oh my god.
Motherfucker's wearing a harness. He's gay
That
as
is
a...
the gay. I was
No,
gonna
it,
say the
it just
gayest fucking parrot.
keeps their helmet on. Hello.
Yeah, this is...
You're the gay parrot.
Yeah, you're the
Okay.
pansexual parrot.
Well. If tisn't the catch of the day comes swimming home at last.
Okay, that fit actually goes hard.
Not like ye to have a dirty uniform, Ishmael. What gives? Had a rough go of it out on the seven seas.
Okay, who voiced Ishmael?
Ishmael. I didn't know his name was fucking Ishmael. I love it. I was Ishmael, I thought.
Yeah, you were Ishmael.
Oh my god.
You were Ishmael.
What did I do? Was I just like a New Yorker for him or some shit?
You
Like,
tried doing New
uh,
York and then you did normal.
I tried like 15 different ones and none of them worked.
Just speak
Don't give me your. I don't know like
Speak
how to even do it.
normally.
Normally. Okay, fine. Don't give me your cease your blathering, ye big old ball of feathers. The fuck is wrong with him? He's like coked out right now.
Tisk tisk, I blather because I care, me hearty. Ye had us all worried. Truly, even the cap'n.
Oh, they're gay. I was gonna. This image is fucking
Of
crazy.
course. Then we took a gander at the news.
The bloody news. I mean to say the captain knows.
I personally understand why you'd be away for a couple of days after. Of course, running from the law ought to be quite difficult on those stubby little legs of yours.
Why you?
But breaking our code of honor in the first place, Mochara, that be breaking his old heart.
Why don't you quit poking your beak into places it don't belong before I pluck your feathers out one by one and stuff them in a pillow? And just how be ye making those funny squiggly sounds? I don't know.
Oi, touch my feathers and you'll be sorry, fish breath. I love this
Damn.
facial expression.
Oh my fucking god! Damn, he just fucking pulled out a gun. Okay, asshole.
Dunce.
Land lubber.
Squawk, you did not just say that. I'll have your head on a pike, you hear?
Shut your big
No,
oh wait, that's not me.
Fuck. I should do this.
You are Ahab.
A hoe at birth.
Shut her.
Shut your bakes, both of yees.
Boss.
Ahem, dearest Cap'n, whatever do ye need?
Ishmael, me laddie, I thought I made meself very clear when I took ye in.
Pardon me, Captain. I still be trying to get the swearing thing under control. Old habits die hard.
Har har har,
Gotta be
you're
quick.
hoisting the wrong cell, boy. Oh, cursin' be one thing, but this here crew don't take kindly to feckless, unprovoked violence, see? Holding a little old lass at gunpoint like that don't reflect too kindly on us men o' the sea. Any lesser captain would settle for no less than hanging you up by your fins or having you keelhauled.
You're really in for it now, Ishmael.
But seeing as this is your first jaunt over the syndicate rulebook, the great Ahab's willing to let this one go.
Really?
Really?
Oh damn.
On one condition, lad. See, I got a grand job planned, absolutely grand, and I need all hands on deck for this one. And seeing as the big guns are in the pillory, that unfortunately means you lot. A word of warning to the weak and wary, though. cross Ahab again, and keel hauling will just be the start.
Thank you, Captain. You won't regret it. I swear on me heart. I'm dying.
Don't go thanking me yet, ye sorry sack o' scales. We pull this one off, and every cent you earn's gonna go to fixing that little old lady's store. Until then, ye be swabbling the poop deck.
Are ya kidding me? I wasn't even the one who smashed up the place. 'Twas that blasted hound and his spotted friend that did the deed.
And that wouldn't have happened if ye'd listened to me for once in your life, sonny, now would it?
You said it, Captain.
Captain, who's the new fella in the corner over there?
Our ticket into the place we're fixin' to loot. What was your name again, lad?
Oh my god. Yeah, who's this?
Quinn.
Fuck! Okay, how do I say this?
Camo.
Camo?
Camo.
Camo!
Camo.
No, E-A-U
Camo!
is an O sound.
Camo.
I guess. Camo. That makes sense. Camo! August Camo at your service.
Auguste.
Auguste. Fuck off.
Camus.
Oh my god. Camus! No, Camo! See? Camo, bitch!
He's
Bitch.
right. You be saying it wrong, Ishmael. Obviously, it's Camois.
It's Camo! Why does nobody get it right?
That face is awesome.
Stop wagging your tongues. Get over here and listen good. We got a job to do.
Title card.
I'm on the verge of collapsing. My bones are aching. My vision's blurry. Whether it's because I'm just that exhausted or because my body can't take much more punishment, I don't know. But every time I hit the mat, it just gets a little comfier and just a little harder to get up again.
Oh my god. Again.
The bird looming over me looks none worse for wear. Of course he doesn't. I haven't been able to hit him once after all, even after he promised Raoul he'd go easy on me.
Are you just gonna lie there with your mouth agape like a baby bird?
Give me a moment.
This is life or death situation, Duskhound. Criminals are not going to wait for you to make a return flight from Dreamland.
I just think I sprained. I push myself off the mat and immediately yelp in pain, falling right back down. My entire body.
And you will keep doing so if you do not keep guard up. In hand-to-hand combat, paying attention to opponent is as important as punching and kicking. If you do not,
He shakes his head.
there are worse things than bruises.
With all those scars, I'm inclined to believe him. I sit up straight, panting all the while. How are you not tired yet? I'm like half your age.
Body is temple. Take care of it in early stage, then in old age, it will take care of you.
Your body might be a temple, mine's more of a garbage disposal.
Then see me as a sanitation company, okay. You must learn discipline.
I carefully weigh my options. Alright, promise not to break any bones.
I will do my very best.
I get back on my feet and assume the stance he's been trying to teach me all morning. Keyword assume. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, hands raised at eye level, shoulders up, chin tucked, legs wide, knees slightly bent. Reminds me of the boxing lessons I took as a kid. Of course, those didn't prepare me to fight a deadly bird with more battle scars than my dad's old car, but I doubt anything could.
Your form is
He pauses, scrutinizing me.
adequate. Oh my god.
Coming from him, that almost feels like praise. He takes a similar position himself.
Fighting is very much like dancing. All about anticipating your partner's actions and reacting in turn. Then, when guard is down, you strike.
Not sure I've ever seen a dancer that involved striking.
Master Brevard said a similar thing long ago. Okay.
Did you train him too? He nods.
For years. He was interested in learning, dedicated. Very insistent on talking, much like you. Made funny sounds when hitting Matt, much like you.
He chuckles. I'm so used to him being serious at this point that it feels unnatural, like a sound that should simply not exist. You trying to get me angry?
I'm trying to make you punch instead of talking your ear holes off.
Alright, you asked for it. Here it comes. Dusk. Punch! I take a swipe at his smug little face. Without skipping a beat, he catches my fist with his claw, locking it in place. I try yanking it away, but he's got a firm hold on it. God, he's strong. This man could fold me like a chair.
Tell me what went wrong.
I hesitated.
No, we do not announce attacks. Master Brevard may be living in a cartoon world, but we fight real criminals. So wise not to scream attack names in faces.
Noted.
Good.
Can you let go of my hand now? He narrows his eyes.
Nah.
Pretty please.
Prettiest of all pleases have no effects on me. Opponents immobilize your arm. What do you do?
I throw another punch with my free hand, but that one gets snatched up by Milo as well. He wasn't even looking at it.
Correction, both arms.
He stares me down while I wriggle in place. He's enjoying this.
Clock is ticking.
Alright, fine. If he wants me to play dirty, I can play dirty too. I take a deep breath, pull back my leg, and then bring my knee forward as hard as I can right into his groin. It's like hitting a brick wall. He doesn't flinch, but he does let go. I stagger backwards.
Good thinking, ineffective, but good start.
I look up at him. How did you not...
What, feel pain? Internal testes, species, and anatomy of opponent are very important.
Oh my god.
It's got those fucking balls inside, okay. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses.
Not the answer I was expecting to hear. Well, at least I wasn't expecting him to be this blunt about it. What are yours? He taps his beak.
Strengths. Carrion crows have a sharp beak, made for tearing flesh from bone. Okay. Evolution dulled nature, but not beak. Exercise caution when aiming for a head.
He pauses.
Would not want you to lose fingers.
Whoa, morbid. Have you ever had to...
No, I am not barbarian.
I'll still be keeping an eye on that beak of his.
I hope you are not always this easily frightened, Duskhound.
Just wondering how Raoul turned out so happy-go-lucky when you're over here warning me about folks who might chomp my fingers off.
Master Brevard is idealist. To him, if he cannot perceive danger, it does not exist. He is lucky to be skilled and resourceful.
He shakes his head wistfully.
Still has much to learn about self-preservation. You have that in common.
So why aren't you his sidekick? You'd be way more helpful in a fight I could ever hope to be. He looks away for a moment, knitting his brows. I'm expecting him to explain, but he just stays silent for a few long, agonizing moments that give me the impression I just gravely offended him.
I am only fit enough to teach, not fight.
I think this might be a sensitive topic. Hey, for what it's worth, I think you're an excellent teacher. He focuses on me again. Despite his stern expression, there's a funny little twinkle in his eye.
I am best instructor in Batavia. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Batavia. I will teach you everything I know. You are not allowed to die under my tutelage.
Tutelage,
I
dumbass.
have no fucking... It's a tutelage. Fuck off. You know what? I'll beat your ass. I got internal testes, bitch.
I have a gun.
You fuck.
I don't know whether that's a promise or a threat.
In turn, I ask only one thing.
Shoot.
Keep Master Bedford safe where I cannot.
That's what I'm here for, right?
I mean it. He may be smart inventor, but he is not brightest bulb in crayon box.
I'd correct him on the idiom, but I don't want to end up on the mat again. I don't know you two were so close. I just figured you were his butler.
I am many things: bodyguard, teacher, mixologist, legally allowed to officiate weddings. Butler is one of them.
How far back do you guys go?
23 years.
And it's been a hell of a ride.
I hear the hiss of the automatic door shutting behind the Rottweiler as he struts into the room with the biggest of grins and a large, colorful notebook. The amount of stickers on it would make an elementary school kid jealous. Is that glitter? Oh wow, it is. A container's worth at least.
Sorry I'm late. I had some work for the company to attend to. How's our new recruit doing, Milo?
About as well as you did on the first training day.
Youch.
No broken bones as of yet. However,
Well, that's good.
Broken bones?
It's a long story.
long story is he is stubbed toe on way out of training hall. Had to spend several days in infirmary.
Anyways,
He waves the notebook at me.
we have something very important to discuss.
I could honestly use a break for a week. Teach doesn't seem to think I've earned one yet, though. I can see Milo twitching ever so slightly from the corner of my eye. What about my training? The crow lets out a sigh.
It would appear we are done for today.
Is he just standing there with his mouth open?
Probably. Oh fuck, he's like choking out. Holy shit.
If the past week has been any indication, I think I'm in for another 5 consecutive hours of hearing about Raoul's heroic deeds.
Training is important. But so is presentation.
I tilt my head. Presentation?
The people need more than just protectors, Spot. What they need is heroes, icons. What they need is a symbol of justice that will strike fear into the heart of every criminal in the city.
I think I know where this is going. Am I getting a costume?
You can't fight crime wearing slacks, Duskhound.
His grin widens as he slams the notebook on the nearest flat surface. He's more excited than he was the other day during my 5-hour orientation. I'm not getting a gimp suit, am I?
I took the liberty of creating some costume designs befitting your new identity.
So that's what he's been so busy with this past week. No wonder he left all the fundamentals of my new job up to Milo. Did you design your own outfit?
Sure did. It's my pride and joy.
Oh no. I figured that'd be more Milo's area of expertise. I can hear Milo shuffling behind us, putting away our training equipment. I look in his direction. He seems to be dreading this just as much as I am.
I made some revisions for combat effectiveness, but design itself is Master Brevard. He insisted on it.
Oh no.
You're not getting a carbon copy of mine. I believe a proper outfit should bring out your own unique qualities.
That does nothing to ease my anxiety.
Just keep in mind, none of these are final. We can always make a few little tweaks here and there.
Thank God. Alright, show me what you've got. Raoul leans in close to me, his shoulder touching mine. He's wearing the same cologne as last week in Mrs. De Bruyn's store. He opens his notebooks and starts flipping through the pages. They're all filled with colorful drawings and pencil, markers, and crayon. The first few pages seem to be filled with prototypes for weapons and gadgets. Soon enough, he gets to the fashion doodles. He's going through them pretty quickly, but they honestly don't look too bad. He's got an eye for style, at least.
Now, seeing as you're new to this, I figured we'd give you plenty of protection and armor, to keep you safe.
That sounds good. I may survive my first field assignment after all. He leans on a page with a drawing of me wearing... dot, dot, dot.
I was thinking something that's on the more defensive side, while still terrifying your adversaries.
That is the most over-the-top and ridiculous armor design I've ever seen. Wow, this is quite something.
Right? How do you like it? Personally, I love all drawns.
He eyes me excitedly, like a kid showing off their latest art project to a parent. And I don't want to hurt his feelings, but this isn't gonna go out in the fridge anytime soon. It looks pretty cool, yeah. I like the thingies on the boots.
You mean the axes?
Yeah, wait, are those are axes? Don't you think it's maybe, a bit much? He runs a paw across his chin.
I suppose it might just be a tad tricky to move around in, yes. Not to worry, though. I've thought of everything. I had a feeling you might feel this way, so I took the liberty to draft a few alternate designs. Mind you, they're slightly less developed and refined. The next one has fewer bells and whistles and should let you move more freely.
Whew, I was a little worried, but thankfully he's got some self-awareness. I'm sure the next one will be a lot less...
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. That's it.
A lot less, full stop. What even is this?
Now, this one doesn't have quite as much protection.
How does this offer any protection?
But you'll be fast and flexible enough to dodge any incoming attack. You'll be untouchable.
I'll die of embarrassment before anyone even gets close to enough to attack.
I'd do it.
Assuming anyone would even want to come anywhere remotely near me looking like that. I'm not so sure about this man's sense of style anymore. Do you maybe have something a little more...
Modest? Why, yes, in fact, this next one should be a good middle ground.
I think I felt less scared when I had a pistol pointed at my face.
Behold. Oh,
It's you, Saib. It's you.
no, it's not.
It is you.
How?
You're wearing the maid dress.
It's a Dalmatian.
Still puppy.
True.
This is...
I thought of instead of something flashy, perhaps something a little bit more traditional would suit you better. Something typically Batavian.
He looks at me, tail wagging and a big smile on his face. His eyes are twinkling like Lou's when they dig up a famous model's dirty secret.
He's just fucking stroking out. I'm sorry. He's just stroking out. His mouth is wide open. It looks like he's fucking dying.
I think
What
I
is
think
with
I
him?
think that's supposed to be like him panting. Like a,
I don't
I
think he's
think-
panting.
I
I
think
think
he
he's
just,
like
like-
actually fucking dying.
I think this is just a mistake.
I think he's fucking stroking out right now. And nobody's trying to offer him help.
either he's lost
He's so fucking.
either he's lost it or he's trying to pull some sort of prank. It is a pretty outfit, but I'll
Must
leave
have
wear
catch flies.
It is a pretty outfit, but I'll leave wearing dresses like this to Willem. I am not a maid. He looks at me a little more seriously.
Maybe this one's just a bit too ordinary.
What about this is ordinary? He clears his throat.
How about this one?
A loose page falls out of his sketchbook. It's not me in the sketch, it's...
Oh.
Is this what people mean when they say fake it till you make it?
Oh, how'd that get in there?
He snatches the page away before I have time to take it all in. I don't think Milo was kidding when he said the boss was an idealist.
Anyway, here's my final design. This one should have everything.
Please, no more.
I'm beating. Oh my fucking god, he's popping in. I am vetoing this one myself. Okay.
It's not even your outfit.
It's his fashion crime. I will not allow.
If this one doesn't quite hit the mark either, I'll have to go back to the drawing board. I actually have a lot of great ideas we can still try.
No, this man cannot be allowed to continue. I'm putting a stop to this madness right now. Give me that. I yank the sketchbook from my overly excited boss's hands. Raoul tilts his head and cocks an eyebrow. Marker.
Oh yes.
He hands me a pink one. Perfect. I flip to the nearest empty page. Clearly I have to take matters into my own hands.
Well, if you want the sketch to come out of your own ideas, be my guest. Let me tell you though, fashion design is not easy.
Yeah, you demonstrated that clearly enough. I think I got this. Raoul gave me plenty of ideas on what not to do, but were a few golden nuggets in some of the designs. I have some ideas. My hand moves all on its own. A little bit of this, maybe some bling over there, and I'm doing it. I'm in the zone. This is gonna be great. Moments later, and I'm pretty sure I've nailed it. Here, this should do. I hand the sketchbook back to Raoul. He seems genuinely excited.
Alright, let's see what you came up with.
I watch him with bated breath. I knew being a vigilante was going to be a tough job, but I had no idea I'd have to avert a disaster of such magnitude this early in my career. At least everything's settled now. Or so I assume. No sooner have I let my guard down than I notice a devilish smirk stretching across Raoul's face. He turns the notebook around and around in his paws.
I see. Perhaps we could reinforce it here. Add a splash of color there. Yeah, that should be nice and comfortable, but would it be stretchy enough? Milo, a pen if you please.
Milo tosses him a pen. He catches it without looking and immediately begins scribbling wildly. Are you gonna be alright?
Alright! Please, Spot, you're talking to a 4 times Innovator of the Year winner. My designs are the heart of this very city. A little outfit doesn't scare me.
The ones I've seen so far scare me plenty. Oh, okay, then let me know if you need anything. Happy to, He raises a thumb, not even looking in my direction. His tail's wagging so fast, I fear he might take off any second.
Take it off.
Help! Milo folds his arms.
No sense getting through to him when he is in a state like such as this. Inventor's frenzy. Oh my god.
Does this thing happen often?
Once or twice every few months. Last year he was locked in a room for 2 days.
Wow, must have been important business.
Trying to design robot that makes soup.
Soup?
Had to force lock after Master Brevard set off fire alarm. Took 3 weeks to get tomato stains out of carpet.
Milo shudders, the feathers sticking out at the top of his head, bobbing left and right like a metronome. Three sentences and this story's taken more turns than a roller coaster. He clears his throat.
Fancy coffee or tea? This could take some time.
I won't say no to that. I can run up and make us some.
No need. I will go.
Don't you want to take a break? We were at it for a while. Hell, I'm pretty winded myself. Only reason I'm asking is because I could use a change of scenery.
Only thing tired is ear holes from constant talking. Making coffee and tea is one of many duties as a butler. I do not neglect duty.
I just feel bad making you do everything, you know?
I do not feel bad. Get paid plenty for it.
On the other end of the room, the screen flashes. I hear a soft ring. Milo gives a shake of his head while Raoul refuses to look up from his sketching.
Suppose coffee and tea will have to wait.
What's going on?
We have caller. Accept call. Oh, badass.
The screen flashes again.
Hi, hello, is this working?
The video call's a little blurry. I can't really tell what I'm supposed to be looking at.
Adjust screen, please. We cannot see you.
Oh, silly me, of course.
There's some more shaking before Fenna's face comes into view. Her glasses make her eyes look 10 times bigger than they actually are from this angle.
Well, if it isn't Mimi. Mimi?
Yeah, I think that's...
Well, if it isn't Mimi, your feathers are looking quite radiant today. New shampoo, perhaps?
Did you just say Mimi?
Oh my gosh, Mr. De Rouge, Rui?
Just
How do we say this?
Rouge.
Ruby!
Rouge.
Ruiz. Mr. De Ruiz, is there... Oh my gosh, Mr. De Ruiz is there as well. I see you found the address after all.
Oh, yeah, thanks, I did. Mimi?
What is nature of call?
Is Mr. Don Hound around by any chance? It's quite unlike him not to answer my calls. He's usually so diligent about things.
Milo's eyes flick to Raoul for a moment. We can all hear the boss's scribbling.
Preoccupied. Nature of call, please.
Dearest Mimi, have a heart. Life's short enough as it is. One oughtn't spend it fussing, fretting, and gambling. You'll get wrinkles.
Life is too short for frivolity. Oh my god. Verbal tease as well. Nature of call.
Now, I called you because we received a very strange card in the post today.
Oh, I think I got this one too. Apparently there's some real estate scam going around.
Were that only true? No, this one came directly from the Saltwater Syndicate.
Now there's a name I hoped I wouldn't hear again, though I supposed it was only a matter of time. She holds up a little red piece of paper no bigger than a credit card. It also has a cute little anchor drawn on it.
A calling card?
I'll
Gah!
be back in a minute.
I didn't see him stop sketching or move until he was standing right behind me.
That seems to be the case, yes. Glad you could join us after all, Mr. Donhound.
What's it say? She clears her throat.
Ahoy! All me lily-livered mateys at
Optiget.
Optiget. Batten down the hatches for the heist of your measly lives.
Is this a calling card or a movie ad?
The syndicate's coming for ye and yours, and ye best believe will be given no quarter. All your riches will be ours for the taking, and that pretty little dress too.
Impression is frighteningly accurate.
I can't disagree there. They fit all of that on a card that small.
Indeed they did. Such a pretty handwriting as well. Ahem. In any case, I trust you understand the predicament I found myself in
It
now.
was written by that parrot bitch.
You need someone on guard duty to prevent the items from being stolen.
I'm surprised he caught all that.
So quick on the uptake. Yes, that is exactly it. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly in a position to contact the authorities directly. We have a new collection on the way, and any scene caused now might be enough to convince our backers to let us go.
So subtly is name of game.
I don't think you'll find any here. Not with Raoul's tight rubber suit.
What are you thinking, Milo?
I suggest doing plainclothes reconnaissance to ascertain threat and secure perimeter before making rash decisions. It could very well be children's prank, but we will have to be ready if situation goes south.
Duskhound can go.
What?
Are you sure?
Come on, Milo. It's just recon. Spot's got ears and eyes, doesn't he? It'll be a good opportunity to see what he's made of. If the syndicate does show up, we'll be right there behind him.
He points behind him to the drawing.
I still have a project I need to get back to.
Your opinion, Duskhound?
My very first mission is to protect millions of euros worth of art. How exactly do I do recon, or training didn't quite cover that?
Not to worry, Mr. de Ruiz. It is actually quite a simple matter. All you need to do is scout around the gallery and report any suspicious activity. Keep a particularly close watch on the money talks gown. It is easily the single most valuable item in our collection at this time. You've already had a run-in with a member of the Saltwater Syndicate, though not a particularly gifted one, so you know what to look out for.
They're not all going to talk like pirates, are they? And if I see anything suspicious, I just report it over the radio?
Precisely. We will monitor situation and take action when needed. Avoid physical confrontation if possible. You are not ready.
As much as that stings, it's probably true. If I'm just playing undercover security guard, I think I'll be okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll do a splendid job, Mr. Duskhound.
She giggles. Is my codename that funny? All of a sudden, I wonder if I should have listened to some of Milo's suggestions after all.
Oh heavens no. It's all just so very exciting. It reminds me of when I first met Mimi. Well then, I shall leave the gallery in your very capable hands.
Oh, rip.
With that, she closes the call. Milo turns to me immediately.
Before you go, let me give you an earpiece for radio contact.
He takes out a little box from one of the large cabinets and hands me a small device. It looks just like a regular earbud. It has a small switch and a big button in the middle.
Turn on switch to establish radio connection. After that, simply push to talk.
I put it in my ear, though I leave it off for now. If I didn't feel like a spy before, I sure as hell do now.
Good luck on the mission, Duskhound. I believe in you.
Raoul gives me a firm pat on the shoulder before returning to his sketchbook. I leave Milo and Raoul to their tasks and make my way out of the mansion. Milo was kind enough to arrange a fancy new bicycle for me, but I'm sure he just wants me to get more exercise. It's nice to have a reliable mode of transportation again, though. Shippersburg has always had amazing bike infrastructure, and biking is usually almost as fast as driving, especially during rush hour. There are dedicated bicycle highways completely free of car traffic that connect the city center to all major districts. The only method of transport that's more efficient is taking the underwater trains, but I'm not made of money. I'm about to hop on my bike when I realize I'm all alone on this mission. I wonder if it'd be okay if I brought someone along. It's only recon, right? I'll look less conspicuous if I have a friend with me to check out the gallery. More importantly, it might actually steal my nerves. My mind immediately goes to Lou. For one, they love art. At the very least, they love the idea of loving art, and I'm fairly sure they're off work today. I'll give them a call.
Like this?
No, you're doing it all wrong. It's supposed to go on the other way around. It's 25, not 52.
Guy, mind... what the fuck? Okay. Guy, mind moving the ladder a wee bit. I can't reach the bloody thing from here. And just where are the balloons?
Where'd you put them last time?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be bloody looking for them, would I?
Am I interrupting something?
Sorry. Hey, Alex. We're having a little moment.
Oh, is that Al? Hello, Al.
Willie says hello.
Hey Lou, do you have some free time right now? There's a little something I wanted to do and I could use your company.
What is it?
It's a surprise.
I hate surprises.
Okay, wanna check out the Optiget?
Oh, I'd love to. I think we're due for a break right now anyway.
They lower their voice.
Willie's about to throw his back out over here.
I heard that.
Cool, I'll meet you at the Hen then.
See you there.
That's the gayest fucking cat.
Me.
There's a gay flag, the gay. Okay.
Yeah, it's a gay bar, dumbass.
Gay bar, whatever, who cares?
The Hen is a mess. I knew Willem would be preparing for the anniversary, but I had no idea it'd be this much of a war zone. There's flags and empty balloons all over the place, with Lou and Willem standing together at the heart of the chaos. Hey there, love, what you've done with the place.
Al! Just the bloke I wanted to see. I need someone with lips to give me a blow. Okay.
Lips.
He keeps popping the balloons.
They weren't made for sharp beaks. Discrimination, I say.
I see. I'd be happy to help you out later if that's okay. I've already made some plans.
Right, Lou. Right, Lou did tell me you were heading somewhere. Better be someplace safe. Whole district's in a tizzy after what happened at Miss DeBruyn's place. Saltwater Syndicate's been causing a bunch of problems lately. They have.
You
Say
don't know
the
the half
age.
of it. You don't know the half of it.
Yeah, but it isn't mostly big heists. Robbing an old lady doesn't seem like their kind of thing.
I'm just glad she's okay.
She's the guest of honor at the party tomorrow.
Guest of honor, huh? Fancy. I thought you put her on the mother hen act and call it a day.
Mother hen. Shite. I have to see if the dress still fits.
He runs off into the storage room while Lou laughs.
We'll be away for a bit.
Alright, but if this corset rips because you, wouldn't help me put it on, I'll put it on your tab. Okay.
Lou and I get off at the tram stop near the art gallery. It's a majestic building sandwiched in between rows of fancy townhouses that are all at least 150 years old. Some are a little slanted. Rumor has it that a distant relative of the Batavian royal family used to live in one of them until recently. My companion has assured me, however, that it's just a ruse to draw more people to the area. No doubt to spend money at all the fancy brand stores. I'm sure they researched the matter at length to come to that conclusion, so I'm not going to question it. Even as we're walking, they're scrolling through the Optiget's website, no doubt checking out what they have on display.
I have to say, Al, I'm surprised you of all people would want to go to an art gallery.
Your dinosaur speech last week really opened my eyes, so I'm trying to be more mature.
Really now.
No, I ran into the curator of the gallery last week. Quite literally. She gave me tickets and said I should go check it out. In all honesty, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't at least a little curious about the money talks gown Fenna mentioned. Besides, if I'm gonna be old, I can at least pretend to be cultured like you.
But isn't it closed right now? Website says that they're doing renovations.
Oh, she gave me, like, special access tickets.
Wow, look at you, making friends in high places, huh?
You, could say that. I better not tell them I met the CEO, too. That would be all over the internet in minutes.
Lucky bastard, the most expensive thing I've ever got for free was a sample at the perfume counter.
They wave their hand, closing the holographic screen in front of them as we near a pedestrian crossing. Oh wait, while we wait for the light to turn green next to a heavily made-up tapir lady, Lou finally turns to me.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but how are you holding up, Al? You know, with the job situation. I was hoping to help you look for something new, but I haven't seen you at the hen, and we've barely even texted. Got caught up with the kids myself too.
I guess I did kinda leave in a hurry after our little night out. Sorry, I've been recovering from that Fish Ain't My Mother. It really left a big impression. I think that one review was putting it lightly, to be honest. I don't think I can ever unsee that scene where the lady gives birth to singing fish eggs.
What did I tell you? Cult classic.
True, only a cult would appreciate that kind of imagery. Really though, I've been doing great already. Got something new, I think. Just got through my orientation earlier this week.
That's fast. What's the gig?
I can feel myself sweating a little. Quick, Alex, make something up. I'm working as a cleaner. I clean things. My eyes meet Lou's for the briefest of moments just to see they're buying it.
Clean what? Houses? Street? Crime scenes?
Shit, I knew I should have prepared a more convincing story ahead of time. Get it together, you know they can smell fear. It's a private residential thing. The lights turned green, we should talk now. Don't want to keep the cars waiting. I hurriedly waddle down the crossing. Lou quirks a brow at me, but follows anyway.
You're not ashamed, are you?
And there it is, my golden ticket. I slow down my pace enough for Lou to catch up. I kinda took this job out of desperation. It's not exactly the kind of career move you shout from the rooftops. Lou puts their paw on my shoulder.
Being a cleaner's a perfectly normal profession. My cousin's friend's uncle's girlfriend's neighbor's former lover makes a fortune off of it. Or are you cleaning like sex stores or something?
No sex stores, just houses.
Even if you were, there's no shame in it. I'm glad you found something.
Thanks, Lou. Someday I'll tell them the whole truth. For now, half of one will do. Not they'd ever believe me, hell, I have trouble believing it myself. So this is the Optigit. It's even bigger on the inside with a vastly more modern decor than I'd pictured when I heard the words art gallery. I was expecting stuffy dark rooms with snobs scoffing at paintings, but this place is open, well lit, immaculately clean, and smells like mint and flowers. There's so much on display here, I don't even know where to look. Judging by the expression on their face, I think Lou feels the same. Still, I can't let my guard down. Lots of stuff means a lot of potential targets for the syndicate.
Look at all these works, Alex. Just one of those paintings costs more than we'll ever make in our entire lives.
I don't know whether that's impressive or depressing, but you're probably right. Though with my new job, I might be able to pay one off in 5 lifetimes instead of 10.
Ooh, I've seen an article about that one. And that one was in a video.
That one's just a blank canvas.
It's not a blank canvas, Alex. Art always has meaning behind it, intent. That's all. It's all about how you perceive it. Maybe the canvas represents a certain kind of emptiness the artist felt, a lack of passion.
Oh no, I think Lou's already started breathing in the paint fumes.
That's just a canvas we leave out for the children to practice on.
Fana comes walking over to us, a little clipboard in hand, looking as refined and regal as possible. You'd never guess she was in a crisis of any sort. Lou's eyes flick between me and her, muzzle parted slightly. Hello, Miss Fana.
It's a pleasure seeing you again, Mr. De Rougy. And look, you've managed to remain on your feet this time.
The Sphinx cat nudges me with her elbow.
Are you gonna introduce me, or...
Oh, Fana, this is my friend Lou. They're a big fan. Lou, this is Fana.
The curator, right?
Yes, indeed. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
You must have your paws full. This place is huge.
It's quite the responsibility, yes, but it's one I happily bear. The arts are as important to me as breathing and living.
I guess eating and sleeping aren't exactly priorities for her.
It's a joy to be able to share that passion with the world.
Lou mutters under their breath.
I bet it makes you a pretty penny too.
Lou!
Now, the art you see here has been graciously donated to us by lovely artists from all around the world. All the world over. Whatever, all over the world. Fuck it. One of those works. I take it you want to see the Money Talks gown? It's considered the pride of her collection after all.
I'm dying to take a closer look. That is technically what I'm here for. If that thing gets stolen, I'll probably be out of a job again.
I'm more interested in the Van Howl link myself.
Ah, I can imagine. We did have it on loan from the royal family after all.
Could you tell me where we can find it?
It's no longer in our collection as of this week, I'm afraid.
You're kidding me. Why?
Our backers deemed it not interesting enough for the general public anymore. According to them, guests these days are looking for excitement, to be dazzled, and there's little excitement to be found in a painting from the 1800s.
And you're cool with that?
Fenna looks away in the direction of the Money Talks gown.
There's a kernel of truth to be found in their opinion, to be sure. It's important we keep funds and interest up. A portion of our earnings goes to charity, though far less than I personally prefer.
What kind of charities do you guys support?
This month we're supporting the Foundation for Anglerfish with Dim Lights.
Never heard of that one.
Which is why it's a matter deserving of more attention.
What are you gonna do, buy them all flashlights?
Lou, would you mind if I borrowed Alex for a little while? We won't be long.
Oh, sure. I'll go check out the statues and sculptures in the meantime.
They say that so confidently, but the look on their face only spells confusion. Don't go checking that gown thing without me, you hear?
I wouldn't dare.
They definitely would. I wave at them as Fenna beckons me around the corner and into a hallway. We pass a janitor wearing a fishbowl helmet who gives a bit of an odd look. It makes me uncomfortable. The art on display further down the hall is very bold, let's just say that. The canvases look less like someone painted on them and more like someone threw up on them. If I'd known messy stains like this went for millions, I'd sell them Max's Laundry.
The Garden of Pleasure and Sin, Edward Oldmullen, 1767.
Ah! That just about gave me a heart attack.
Following his departure from Batavia in
Oh, you're doing it in fucking
1760,
post. Oh my gosh.
Oldmullen's
Yeah.
environs were not the only
I thought you were just
thing
like gonna
that
play
changed.
something.
The Garden
Bruh.
of Pleasure and Sin was
Ah.
his bold first step into a new style, and is widely regarded
Badass.
as his magnum opus today. The brushstroke represents
How long is this gonna go for?
trans rights are human rights. Trans rights are
Oh, this is just our new state-of-the-art audio tour. There's sensors behind the paintings that get triggered as you walk past.
rights are human rights. Trans
It's quite a delight, really.
trans rights are human
In what universe would anyone find that delightful?
The impeccable craftsmanship is further illustrated by his creative use of what some sources say was his own blood.
It's very informative.
You think so? I've had the pleasure of providing some of the audio myself.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
But that is not why I brought you here.
She looks left, then right, then pushes her glasses up her snout.
We've closed up for the general public today, but there's still no sign of the Saltwater Syndicate.
Hey, maybe it was a prank after all.
I find that hard to believe.
As long as I'm still getting paid, I'm happy. She takes the calling card from earlier out of her purse.
After what Mimi said regarding its potential authenticity or lack thereof, I was rather curious myself. So I found a friend who just so happens to have access to the evidence archives at the local police station.
Is that even legal? And how did she get friends like that in the first place?
The handwriting matches the one on the calling card sent to Mr. Ahab's previous victims perfectly.
I shrug. It could still be fake. I forged my parents' signatures to get out of school stuff all the time when I was a kid. I was pretty good at it too. Of course, I also got in trouble for it more times than I can count.
Mr. De Rougy, I'm a curator working for an art gallery. We deal with works that are worth thousands, if not millions, every day. If there's anything I'm good at, it's spotting a forgery. They will be coming. Not a single establishment that was sent a card like this was left unscathed.
Is there anything else you could tell me about the syndicate?
Only what was in the papers.
That'll do. I don't really read papers. Who needs them with a never-ending gossip machine like Lou around?
Supposedly, the Saltwater Syndicate engages in heist, thievery, and plain old privateering, the likes of which we haven't seen in Batavia in a long time.
I didn't know they were so organized. I was expecting silly pirates, not the fish mafia. Don Hound called them a little crew.
That is partly true. Their numbers aren't exactly what one would call large, even though their leader most certainly is. Damn, okay. However, they make up for it in efficiency and cunning, which is why I called your employer. I cannot risk a single item being stolen or damaged. I trust you understand. We might have state-of-the-art alarm systems, but so did all the other targets.
And I'm supposed to prevent this heist all by my lonesome, no pressure? I'm new at this, but I'll do what I can. If I see anything off, I'll call for backup. It's the only way I can handle this, really.
You're starting to sound like a real hero, Mr. Duskhound. Oh my god. And with Mr. Donhound and Mimi for backup, you absolutely needn't fret.
Why do you keep calling him Mimi? And how are you getting away with it in the first place?
Oh, that? I hadn't had the pleasure of getting to know Mr. Drozdov many years ago at the Shepherdsburg Tea Academy. Okay.
An academy for tea making?
Learning how to brew the perfect cup takes time and effort, Mr. De Rougy.
I wonder if that means Willem went to some sort of coffee academy.
I know at first glance, Mimi doesn't seem like the kind of man to frequent such a place.
Fen is practically bouncing with delight.
But he has quite the delicate side, as I'm sure you're aware.
Can't say that I am. As far as I can tell, he's about as delicate as a steamroller.
I think being the only man in the class caught him a bit off guard. Flustered as he was, he stuttered when he tried to introduce himself. We simply could not resist the urge to make a lovely nickname out of it.
She giggles and smiles as she says it. Are we talking about the same Milo?
You should ask him about it. He ended up being the best in class in the end.
I'll consider it if I ever get tired of my arms being attached to my body. For my own safety, I think I'll take your word for it. I suppose I'd get to scouting out of this place.
I know you'll be working, but I hope you'll enjoy the art on display as well.
I'll give it a look-see, thanks.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. I appreciate all you're doing, Mr. DeRui. I have faith in you.
She smiles even though my nerves refuse to let me. I try to look her in the eye and smile back. I got this. I don't. What would Raoul say in this situation? Have no fear, citizen. Duskhound is on the case. She claps her hands together in excitement.
Splendid. Absolutely marvelous.
Appaloosie.
Though may I suggest working on your poses a little, you seem a bit stiff.
Probably because the bruises I sustained wrestling a deadly butler for hours. Still, she seems convinced enough, waving a hand at me as she walks off.
While some called him a witch, modern scholars believe his style was influenced by his peers, who used their own blood to...
Right, I better go too.